Hey guys, welcome. It's your friendly neighborhood bee, and let's get straight into it, shall we? From r/slash am I the butthole for correcting my roomie about her meals when eating out. Also, yes, I did hit my funny bone and it hurt. I love my roomie very much. She's a wonderful person, and I consider her family. We've lived together for a few years now, and we're both pushing 30. My roomie has a digestive condition that will cripple her with stomach cramps if she eats even a little bit of dairy. She also doesn't eat meat, but she can do eggs and some fish. So, as someone who loves cooking and food, I've found it very easy to cook for the both of us, and she's always so grateful about it. We go on a lot of camping trips together. We really love it. Several times now, on our way to a camping trip, we'd stop somewhere to get something to eat, and she'd end up doubled over with horrible cramps by the time we got to the campsite, and we'd have to pack up and turn around. Because I cook a lot, I have a better idea of what's in most foods than she does. And when we first ate out together years ago, I pointed out something had dairy in it to the waiter and mentioned that she couldn't have dairy. And she asked me politely to not do that again. So I didn't. Well, last weekend we went on a big kayak camping trip. We had just gotten off a ferry and were having a last hot meal at a little restaurant when she ordered something with brioche bread, which, unlike most breads, has a lot of butter in it. So I said, "Don't get brioche, it has a ton of butter." She shot me a dirty look and asked the waiter to ask the chef, who confirmed it did. Yeah, it does. And she got a substitution. She was pretty peeved at me for correcting her about her meal in front of the waiter, something she has asked me not to do before. Here's the thing about this trip, though. We were going to camp overnight at Posey Island, a tiny island marine park off the coast of Friday Harbor, one of the San Juan Islands in Puget Sound. The island has only two campsites, and we'd rented both of them for 2 nights. So we were going to be getting the whole island to ourselves. And one day was the lowest tide of the month as well, so we'd be getting some excellent tide pulling in. There were four of us on this trip: me, her, another friend, and my girlfriend. At this point, we'd woken up at 2 a.m., driven 5 hours, taken a 2 hour ferry that cost $70, and were gearing up to paddle a few miles over the harbor in the early morning cold. We'd all taken off time work, which was hard for us, and the only reason we had taken such an early ferry was so we could paddle over early in the morning when there were less boats in the harbor, because Rumi is afraid of kayaking near large boats, and honestly, none of us love it. So after all that, I wasn't willing to turn around because she didn't want to be told she'd ordered something with dairy in it. And the way the ferries work to the San Juan, we'd be waiting maybe a days to get on without a reservation, which was set for the day we were leaving. So am I the butthole for correcting her about her own dietary restrictions? No, you're not the butthole, but I think next time, maybe just let her reap what she's trying to sow. She seems to be upset that you corrected her, and instead of saying that, hey, this person who cares about me is trying to look out for me, she's just getting angry. So just let her keep on digging that hole. Let her keep on digging the hole. It's fine. And you don't have to continually change your plans to accommodate her because she can't be bothered to look out for her own dietary restrictions. Like, as someone with allergies, I always ask, hey, does this have my allergen in it? I am severely allergic. Please tell the chef. This will kill me. Make sure it does not touch my food. I make that very clear. So it's not that hard just to make the waiter aware, try to make the chef aware. I have an allergy. Don't kill me. So let her reap what she sows next time. Let her dig her own hole. And if you like it here, I'm here every day. So make sure to like and subscribe. Next victim. Am I the butthole for telling my daughter that she is not going to marry a billionaire? I, 47 male, have a bit of a problem. I have a daughter, 20 female, and my wife is 46 female. She isn't my daughter's biological mother, but has been in her life since she was 13. Her mother and I divorced when she was 12 due to her alcoholism. Oh, lovely. For about a year now, my daughter has got it in her head that she'll marry a billionaire and that it will be the only way she can be happy in this life. I can only speculate that she has gotten this idea from social media. She's not doing great in school at the moment, and all she talks about is marrying a billionaire, how she thinks she can meet one, what type of house they'll have, how she'll be in a private jet, yada, yada, yada. And she is trying to take the steps to make this happen, which has me worried. I've found out that she has, for example, spent time in hotel lobbies and bars, having a drink and trying to pick up older guys. Mind you, we do not come from poverty, and she has never experienced financial insecurity, but we are definitely not billionaires. My wife has a brother who is very well off, and my daughter has actively tried to get closer to him and his family in the pursuit of wealth. That's disgusting. Oh, he's been her uncle since she was 13. Okay. Continuing. It got to the point where she ended up sharing selfies from the family house on social media. So now she's not allowed in there anymore due to a violation of their privacy. Yeah. She has pulled similar stunts with other friends and family who have an even more of a lavish lifestyle. She has also tried to message some of my own work associates who are in a more glamorous position at work than I am. And I had to find out from them after they shared what my daughter had been sending them on LinkedIn, out of all platforms. She has been sending suggestive stuff to them and had even asked one of them to buy her fancy jewelry. Oh, that, that, that's influencing your job? Oh no. Oh no. My daughter isn't stupid. Are you sure? Are you sure? She always has done well in school until recently. Her performance is very bad at the moment. Got into a good university and is proficient in multiple languages. She also wrote a book when she was 16 and made it quite successful, even. But something has happened that has made her so obsessed with money, and I have no idea what it is. She is temporarily staying with us for some weeks as she's looking for a new apartment. And for the past 4 to 5 days, this entire thing has had her so depressed that she hasn't gotten out of her bed and keeps crying out because she doesn't have a billionaire boyfriend or husband and has to stay in places that are not glamorous as she'd like. She cries like someone has died, and it sounds like intense grief. Every morning, we wake up to her sobbing in her room. Oh. I've tried talking to her, and I've tried the loving approach of comforting her and telling her that one day she'll find someone who loves her as much as I do. Uh-huh. It hasn't been good enough, and she'll say nasty things like, yeah, but he'll probably be so broke, so I don't care. I then took a more direct approach and told her there's only a very tiny fraction of the world's population who are billionaires, and most of them tend to marry each other or are already married. So the statistical odds of this billionaire romance happening for her are practically zero. My wife thought I was being a butthole by being so direct with her and that I didn't have to ruin it for her like that. She tried defending her by saying that my daughter is still young and that I should allow her to have her fantasies. But I just don't agree. Everyone can dream, sure, but the fact that she has already violated the boundaries of multiple people and that this situation is getting so on top of her that it's affecting her academic performance means that something needs to be done. This cannot be healthy in the long term. Plus, her trying to talk to much older men is just dangerous, and I really worry that she's going to end up hurt. So, am I the butthole? Edit to add, I have reached out to therapists, and I'm also going through my daughter's social media at the moment, which is all public. Oh, wow. Uh, no, you're not the butthole. Your wife is wrong. She's not too young. She's 20 years old enough to have a credit card. Your daughter might be in crippling credit card debt, which is why she's looking for a billionaire boyfriend and is probably reading the spicy books with billionaire boyfriends in them, and that might be influencing this as well. I This is concerning, to say the least. I think she might be in some crippling debt. Something might have happened. I don't know. Someone might be threatening her. Blackmail, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, it seems like there's something else going on here that your daughter just isn't saying. Because, It seems a little fishy to me, but no, you're not the butthole, and I hope you figure out what's going on. Next victim. Am I the butthole for not wanting a family friend to use my chocolate fountain at their wedding because I'm not invited? I, 16 female, had my birthday in November. My grandfather gifted me a $600 chocolate fountain with delicious, expensive chocolate to put inside of it. The chocolate is already gone, but I still own the chocolate fountain. I do not use it a lot, but it is one of my most prized possessions, as it should be. Good for you. Some backstory. My sister has celiac disease, so she cannot eat gluten, and we decided to invite our family and friends over so we could have a gluten-free chocolate fountain taste testing without the risk of cross-contamination. The family friend is my mother's best friend. We'll call her Cherry. Cherry has 2 daughters. One of her daughters has a boyfriend who's planning to propose soon. All right. While they were at the house, they were talking about how they were going to do their wedding. I wasn't paying much attention, but then I overheard that nobody under 21 is allowed to come. Keep in mind, OP's 16. I was a little bummed knowing I'd probably still be under 21 by the time they get married, but it's not a big deal until they started talking about my chocolate fountain. They were telling my mom how much they wanted to have it at their wedding. My mom didn't see a problem with it. On the other hand, I am not okay with this. Maybe this will make me seem like a brat, but if I'm not invited to their wedding, I don't owe them anything. However, my mom thinks I'm being a bad person if I didn't let them borrow it because I've known them my whole life. Here's the thing, I'm not close to any of them. Cherry is my mom's best friend. Her oldest daughter used to be my babysitter, and her youngest daughter is my sister's best friend. So am I the butthole if I don't let her use my chocolate fountain? No, not at all. They're not even engaged yet. No. Like OP did give some approximate timelines, and even then she'd probably only be like 18 or 19 by the time they get married, and it's no, not the butthole. They want a chocolate fountain, they can buy a chocolate fountain. No, not the butthole. Keep hands off. No. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.